So I woke up this morning and decided to film this video so you can get some listening practice plus understand how native speakers use this language to talk about everything from the small stuff to the big stuff. Non-native speakers mostly don't get to use English for their everyday conversations. It is mostly just work-related stuff. And also the resources on how to sound like a natural speaker of the language are kind of scarce online, not gonna lie. Though, to be honest, this is the thing that can make you a total natural.
Morning, guys. It's 6:30. I just woke up and I'm about to start my morning routine. It is exactly the same as I discussed in my study plan. I kind of rubbed my eyes a little too hard by washing my face, I guess. It's red, but the redness will go down, and I'm going to read 20 pages from a book. Earlier on, I used to read the newspaper, but there's two reasons why I stopped. I wouldn't say I stopped completely, but I'm alternating between the two. The first reason is that I was a bit bored with the same kind of news every single day. The second reason is that I wake up early morning, and can you hear the bells? I'll show you what the view outside my balcony looks like because I live by a temple here. So I hope we got a good look. So also my newspaper guy is a bit late, so he comes around 8 a.m., which is a bit too late for me because I have to wake up at around 6 and then complete my morning routine and exercise a little bit, which I've been skipping for a few days again. I'll show you the book that I'm reading. It's on logotherapy, and it's written by a person who is a Holocaust survivor, so it's definitely some kind of big shot. I loved what he's written in the book, and I'm really excited to find out what's there at the end of it. So I'm going to go start reading now because I have to finish it by 7 a.m. That's usually when my first lesson starts, and it's with somebody from the United States in the morning time because of the time difference. So we are 10 or 12 hours ahead of them. And so it's morning time for me, it's night time for them. I'm not going to film the part where I'm reading and then fast forward somehow because two reasons. It takes some kind of editing, which is time intensive, time and energy intensive. Plus, I don't want any distractions around me. And this is a point that I want to hit on. Whenever you're reading as well, whether you're reading a newspaper, whether you're reading a book, whether you're reading a journal, whatever it is that you're reading, you got to get rid of all the distracting elements from your surroundings because it is not just about the language, but absorbing the knowledge. So get rid of your phones, get rid of your pets. If you have any little siblings, take a break from them and just read with all of your attention focused into it. I'm going to see you again. So I came into my room looking for the book that I want to read, but for some reason it's not here on my desk. And I don't know, I remember putting it here. I can't show you what my desk looks like because it's really messy, but I'm going to go find it, show you the cover. It's called A Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. Like I said, the guy is a Holocaust survivor and is also a professional therapist. And logotherapy is his brainchild. Logotherapy is about finding meaning in life. I mean, Man's Search for Meaning, I think it's in the name. I guess I'll find it. Oh, geez. In the meantime, I can show you how I flag my books. I really like flagging my books. By that, I mean this. This is The Critique of Practical Reason by Immanuel Kant. He's a philosopher and a great one. So you can see all the sticky notes that I stick onto the top of these pages wherever I find a good quote or a good word. Sometimes it's also the pronunciation that I want to check. So it helps me remind it. I'm going to show you again. See, like this, like this. It's actually really helpful because you don't have to keep flipping through the pages to find what you wanted to have. And okay, I found it. Here's the book. So this is the cover of the book. Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. So I'm gonna go give it a good read, and I think I'll finish the book. There's how many pages? I guess there's like 12, 13 pages left to it only. And so I'm gonna go read the book. You can see in the background there's some curtains. There's this door, and that thing right there, that's a dishwasher. And I'm gonna be back in the vlog after completing my 20 pages of reading exercise. Be back.
So I finished reading my book. There weren't 20 pages left in the book for me to read, but I finished the book, love it, and I picked up another one. But I'm gonna show you that book, the new one, in the next vlog because I do not know if I'm gonna like it, if I'll continue reading it. Sometimes I have to, just put down a book after reading sections from it, even though I love reading books fully. But some books are just unbearable. I'm not gonna lie about that. So I'll show you the book in the next vlog. I'm gonna just tell you what I'm going to do for the rest of the day because I might not be able to film vlogging style. I cannot live my life vlogging style as of now. I'll try though. So I'm gonna go do the lessons. I've got a couple lined up, and then I'll go get breakfast. And by that time, it will probably be 9:30. I will like to show you what I eat for breakfast but it's not healthy. So I either have breakfast or I have fruits. So my breakfast doesn't really consist of fruits all that much. So sometimes my breakfast's really unhealthy. I like some cookies that I munch on. Sometimes I have some soaked dry fruits. That's what I usually like to have, but I'm not really good with meals. So, if you'd like to see and if you'd like to hear me vlogging about my whole day, you want to let me know in the comments. And after I've done my breakfast, that's my study time. For the next few hours, my time's completely blocked for studying because, as you might know, that I'm a full-time student. I'm only a quarter-time teacher. So I'm going to study for a few hours and then take a break, have lunch, go chat with my family. And I really look forward to the time when I'm gonna have lunch with my family and we're all gonna talk about stupid stuff and laugh. Yeah, that's around 12 or 12:30 in the day. And the next thing that I'm gonna do is go back to reading a little bit and also listening. So I usually, again, I alternate the practice. So sometimes I listen to videos in the afternoon, and sometimes I don't. I like to read something if I just cannot live without completing a few more pages from that book because some books are so interesting. So I'm gonna do that, and this is exactly what I shared in my study plan, is that I like to do my listening during the afternoon. So around that time I'll get some listening, and then the next few hours are not decided what I'm going to do. It's different every day. Sometimes I go hang the clothes, sometimes I go fold the clothes. Sometimes I do nothing and take a nap in the afternoon. Sometimes I keep studying. I'm not sure what's going to happen today, but I'll let you know what happens in the evening. Again, I have a few lessons lined up because those are my normal working hours and I work. And I usually film my content at night, if you didn't know that, because like I said, it's really quiet at night and my family is in sleep mode. They're getting ready. My mom's preparing the bed or she's soaking the pulses and stuff like that. My brother is usually really quiet. I have a brother who is older than me. He's usually really quiet, and he is a master chess player. So he's in his, he's usually just analyzing one of his games before bed. So it's really quiet at that time. And also, I feel more energized towards the end of the day. It's weird, is it? Do any of you feel more energized toward the end of the day as well? Or is it just a me thing, or is this just a girl thing? I'd like to know, let me know. So that's how it goes. And then in the evening, after completing my lessons, if the lessons are over by 6, I'll go out, take a walk, probably try to vlog that. And then I'm gonna be back by 7, and I watch some reality TV on Saturdays and Sundays. And after that, again, it is my study time. I go back and revise some things. And the next thing that I do is obviously listening to something. Sometimes I have to load the dishwasher because in India, it's actually really cheap to get a domestic help. I'm really thankful for the woman that comes in every day and helps us. But she only comes during the day. So at night, we have to do the dishes ourselves. And sometimes I help my mom with it. I load the dishwasher and I unload it as well. So while loading the dishwasher, I usually get a good deal of listening. And I love it. I love it. Even though my mom doesn't really want me to help her all that much. But sometimes I just, show the interest because I have to get some listening. I get a lot of listening around nighttime before bed. And like I said, you don't have to listen to Netflix or watch something on Prime because at nighttime you have to make it really substantive. A heavy, loaded conversation could be a debate or a discussion or a podcast where they're talking about real stuff. So you can also learn new things as well as English. So I think it's time. I might be late for my lesson now. I'm gonna go. We'll stop it here and let's see if I can add more clips to it. Bye bye.